Alright. Hey guys. Here's the thing. Okay? You can tell by the title of the video. Before I move on, I have no script. This is all from the head. This is all off the top of my head. Uh, so if I repeat myself or I'm just blabbering, uh, that's why. But I do have some serious things to say. Um, I'm a little irritated with how people are reacting to what has happened recently. I get it. I I was there from the start, okay? Destiny 1 came out, loved it. Met a lot of people on the game. We played it all the time. I was 9 years old when it came out. I remember the summer after 3rd grade before I went into 4th grade. Me and all my friends played Destiny all day, every day. That was one of the best summers I've ever had. I don't care if you think it's like, oh, that's lame, you're just a no life. Yeah, I was, okay? But I had a great time. So, I get it. I love Destiny. Destiny 1, Destiny 2. I stopped playing Destiny 2 a little after it released because I really didn't like it. I was kind of annoyed that D1, like, everything I had done on D1 was basically for nothing, and then D2 came out, and Destiny 2 really just irritated me with, Curse of Osiris sucked, and then Warmind came out, and I don't even think that was that great either. I didn't really play them. It wasn't until, and it took a long time, it wasn't until my friend, Beyond Light had been out for a little bit, and my friend was telling me, he's like, hey man, you gotta get on the game, you gotta play it, man, you gotta get on. He would always say that, but I was like, dude, I'm not playing that, it's trash. So, you know, anyways, I finally got back on, and it was honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made, just because, I mean, I love Destiny. But here's the thing. It was always meant to be 10 years long. It was only ever meant to be 10 years. We were not supposed to go past 10 years. The final shape was the end. I remember when they said that the final shape wasn't the end, and they're, like, this isn't the end of Destiny. Okay, well then what do you mean? Because, they say, that's the end of the Light and Dark saga. Okay, Destiny was always about light and dark. It was never about anything else. It wasn't about, you know, the Nine, or like, these are like side stories. These are not main stories. The main story was always about us, the Guardians, fighting against the darkness and, overcoming it and beating it, right? And then we live in harmony or whatever it is, okay? That's always what it was about. But they keep going. They kept going. Then we got Edge of Fate. And then we got I don't even know the Star Wars. I bought it. I don't even know, dude. Can't even know what it's called. But the Star Wars DLC. Okay. And then we thought we were gonna get more. But then, oh, okay, well now we found out that's it. The last content update is on June 9th. Excuse my voice cracks. The last content update is on June 9th. And it looks pretty good so far. And that'll be it. That's it. That's it for Destiny. I guess minus Destiny Rising if you play the mobile game. I played it a little bit. I don't really play it, but I heard it's good. I hear it's good. So anyways, this I'm a little irritated with how people are acting. And now this is the part where you're probably already like, what are you talking about? Right? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? This Destiny is everything. Like, you don't, like, if you've been there from the start, like, you would feel the same. I do feel it. I mean, it sucks. But I see people saying, I saw as the cross. I'm is streaming right now. Like as I'm speaking in this moment right now, he is streaming, and I was in there for a little bit, and uh I went into his YouTube stream, and I saw some guy donated like $5, whatever, and he said, if a Destiny 3 gets announced, that would be the best thing for Marathon, and then, or like, as in, he would keep playing Marathon. If Destiny 3 got announced, then he would keep playing Marathon. That's what he said. And I'm just like, are you stupid? Here's the thing. Everybody, I don't really, and I'm going to say this. I don't know if this is controversial. I don't know if people, because I know people don't agree with this. Marathon, okay. Marathon is a really good game, and it's dragged down by all the every basically every Destiny player and anybody who doesn't even like Bungie or Destiny or whatever. Uh, you know, they just practically almost everybody hates on it, and it's I that's the reason why it did so terrible. And I mean that's just how it is. If you really look, when we go back, when people before Arc Raiders and Marathon were out, right? Arc Raiders had its like beta or whatever it was. I forget what it was. People could play or whatever. Um, you know, everybody was saying Arc Raiders look so good. Arc Raiders this, Arc Raiders that. And then when it came to Marathon, Marathon's art style looks like shit. Marathon looks like this. Why would anybody want to play Marathon? Oh, but no, Bungie knows nobody wants an extraction shooter. We want Destiny. They know that's what they know we like looter shooters. Why are they giving us this? Why do we don't even want this? This is trash. What is this? That's what it was. And the problem is when you have everybody pooping on one thing, you're gonna have people that don't even know they might heard what they might have heard of Bungie, right? You hear about Bungie. Oh, Bungie, they made Destiny, and Destiny is like, kind of like it's good, but it's bad. So it's like and then they hear everybody just absolutely tearing Marathon up, and then well, then why would they want to give the game a chance if they wanted to play an extraction shooter and they have the choice between Arc Raiders and Marathon? They're gonna go with Arc Raiders. Why would they go with Marathon? They would not go with Marathon. Everybody is pooping on it. Why would you get the game? Now, sure, people can look at it and be like, "Oh, but I like the way it looks." And yeah, you will have people like, "Oh, I like that, and I think I want to try it." Sure, but majority of people they're gonna hear all that and see all that, and they're gonna say, "Well, I'm not playing that." They're gonna look at the player count. They're gonna look at everybody saying that. Look at the player count. I agree. The player count sucks, but again, I think it is because everybody pooped on it, and it's literally dragged down just to be. People hate on the game just to hate on the game. It's not. It's bullshit. It doesn't come from a good place. People aren't hating on it because it's actually bad. I talked to my friend. I was like, dude, Marathon's a really good game. It's fun. I played it. I've got, I don't know. However, I think I got like 70, 80 hours, something like that. I'm excited for the new season. It comes out soon, June 9th, I'm pretty sure. Same day as Destiny stuff. But I was talking to my friend, and I'm telling him like, it's a game, and he's like, he goes like, oh no, it's a bad game, and I'm like, oh, how is it bad? And one of the things he said was the cheaters. Okay, bang, I completely agree. The cheater problem, that's a problem. That the cheaters, that's a big problem. That's not like, oh, cheaters. What do you mean? Who cares? No, no, no. I don't know what they're doing for that. They need to get that under control. Because you play ranked, you get up in those higher ranks, and it's just cheater, 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 cheater every game, or practically every game. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, it's nasty. Every game, okay? So, I get that. But what else? You know what I mean? I'd be like, so what else? And it's been a little bit, I don't really remember exactly what he said, but it was always like some bullshit. It wasn't real. It's like, oh, it's just, no, the game is really good. It's fantastic, actually. If you were to, even if you played solo, but if you were to get the game, and you get two other friends, or just two other people that you have fun with, whatever, and you play the game with them, you're gonna have such a good time. You really will. Should give it a chance. But anyways, but I see people, and it's like, and then I see people commenting on videos. I've been getting a lot of Destiny, like old, like 10 years old, 12 years old, 12-year-old videos. Where Bungie posted like Destiny videos and like cinematics or whatever. And I look in the comments and I just see people like, I will never fucking forgive them. This can't be forgiven. Da, da, da. And it's like, dude, again, like I said right in the beginning of the video, it was only ever meant to be 10 years long. 10 years is a long time. That's like Destiny has been in my life for like more than half of it, okay? I get it. But dude, this isn't, because Destiny has to end eventually. It's not going to last forever. And oh, Destiny 3, we want a Destiny 3, we want a Destiny 3. Dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. Destiny 3 is probably not gonna happen. They might make another Destiny game in the future, or who knows how long. I don't know. But like, Destiny is over. The main story of Destiny is done, dude. And maybe people will be like, well, no, but they answered a new saga. Like, and yeah, okay, sure, let's say they did. But at the end of the day, Destiny was always about light and dark. That's what it was. The light versus dark, and then light beats dark. Okay, that's what it was. And I'm really getting tired. Like I said, I'm just tired of people, you know, whining and bitching and fucking just being annoying as fuck about the fucking. Oh, this can't be forgiven. This can't be forgiven. This is unacceptable. Like, dude, really? And I don't see what's wrong with them wanting to make an extraction shooter. Who cares if their main players or their fan base loves Destiny and they love the looter shooter, okay? The genre. Destiny's over. It's time to move on to newer things. Not to say better, but to newer things. Hopefully better things. And I think Marathon was a good that wasn't even bad. That's a good push. But again, everybody hates on it. Everybody says it sucks because it's not Destiny. They say it's shit because it's not Destiny. They say it's shit because, well, if it wasn't for Marathon, then Destiny would still be around. Realistically, dude, I don't even know how much longer Destiny would have really had. Let's say Marathon was never even in the cards for Bungie. They kept going with Destiny. I just don't see it. It's always the same shit with Bungie, at least with Destiny. It's you give a little and then you take. You give a little and then you take. We'll give you some really good shit for 1 year, or maybe just for like the main storyline of an expansion. Like Witch Queen. Witch Queen was actually a pretty good year, right? If we look at Witch Queen, I loved Witch Queen. That was a great year. Okay, then you go to Beyond Light, or not Beyond Light, Lightfall. Okay, that shit fucking sucked. That shit sucked. You give and then you take, and then you get Final Shape. Final Shape was pretty good, but we're just that was the end. But anyways, so the thing is, I mean, we don't have to speculate. We don't have to be like, oh, I don't know how much longer it would have only lasted this long. The point is, everybody's shitting on Marathon. Marathon, if it wasn't for Marathon, Destiny would be. How about this? How about you just accept Destiny reached the end of the story. Obviously, I know they added a new story, but the main part of Destiny, if you've been playing since the beginning of Destiny 2, or since, like, it doesn't even matter, before Final Shape, before the end, you've been playing either since the beginning, somewhere in the middle, somewhere near the end, whatever. You have been working your way up to the Final Shape. That's what it's always been about. It was never about the Nine or Lodi or whatever the fuck else is going on. You know what I'm saying? It was always about the light beating the dark, figuring out what the dark is and what's going on, and you know, just beating it. Okay, so yeah, I think you need to learn. You're like that. I had a really great time playing Destiny. It's time to move on. And if you don't like Marathon, that is perfectly fine. If you just don't like extraction shooters or you don't like the game in general, that's fine. But I encourage you to really just think about it. Be like, do I really not like the game because, or do I not like the game because it's, oh, Destiny's not around anymore. I can't believe this. Or do you just not like the game because you just don't like the game? If you don't like the game because you just don't like the game, that's fair. I understand. But if you're hating on it and you just don't like it because it's not Destiny, I said Destiny, that's a problem. That's you're really just missing out on an actual good game because you're I don't know, you're just so blinded by hate that Destiny isn't getting any more updates. Like, what they do, dude? I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, that was basically it. I'm kind of fed up with everybody just, you know, shitting on Marathon and, well, we want Destiny 3, Destiny 3, Destiny 3, we want Destiny, 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 Destiny. It's over. Okay? It's over. You're gonna have fun June 9th. You're gonna have fun with the Pantheon. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna play with my friends. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna do all the new stuff. We're gonna, probably just we're just gonna have a good time. And then when that's over, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And it's not, by the way, I don't like Marathon more than Destiny. I love Destiny a lot more. But I can realize, I can recognize that Marathon is also a really good game. And it deserves its flowers. It really does. It's a fantastic game. And if you guys haven't seen the second season with the Night Marsh, Nighttime, uh, the new runner shell, I mean the new weapons, two new weapons still, um, the new like upgrade system. I forget exactly what it was called, but it looks really good. And I mean I get it too because especially people that I didn't really play Crucible PvP in Destiny. I mainly stuck to PvE. I just liked raids. I didn't really care for the PvP that much. I would play trials, but it wasn't that fun to me. I get it if you are a PvP player, right? And you see Marathon getting shit that you wanted. I get that. That makes sense. But for everybody to just sit there and shit on Marathon, like, oh, but it's not Destiny. It's like, alright, dude. I don't know. Like, you just got to get over it, man. You really do. It's just not. It's over. It's over. Anyways, all right. At this point, I'm just repeating myself. Hopefully, if anybody watches this, I have some people that understand what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Um, if you disagree, let me know why. Give me a comment. I need it, but let me know because I'm interested. I think I know why, you know, but don't let your rage blind you from how good Marathon is and you know how things just come to a fucking end. It's as simple as that. Anyways, all right. Well, whoever watches this, thank you for watching. I wish you guys the best, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that'll be. All right, say goodbye.